Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I must start today's morning show. Okay, I stumbled upon this fresh interview with TalkSport hold with John Stones, Manchester City player. Now, amidst all the things we then talk about, one particular topic can strike me. They can dey ask John Stone, say, wetin make una go Emirates Stadium? Come go play low block, go play 10 men behind the ball. So when you watch the interview, I watch am. Now, John Stone's going to talk say, they no plan to go there, go play 10 men behind the ball. In fact, make I first read the quotes. The quotes no talk exactly everything with John Stone's talk, you get. But from the quotes, he say, on parking the bus at Arsenal, it wasn't planned to do that. We didn't want to. I believe it isn't the right way to win a match. I think next time, we have to go there and play out the game. Now, this particular quote, no be everything we talk. Now, me will watch the video. John Stone's going to talk, say, pressure, the feeling of pressure. Now, make some players can't take the initiative. Say no be say them plan am. The thing just like response to stimulus, like the way Arsenal take dey pressure them, and them remember wetin happened there last season. They chop like 5-1. So as they come score the early goal, within them they come feel say the best way to win this game is to set up a low block and stay on the edge of your box. Now I no buy that line of thought, because if na me be the interviewer we did there, the next question I go ask am be say, if you didn't really plan it, why was Pep taking out attackers and putting in defenders? It shows it was premeditated. Say, let's try and get an early goal. Once we get an early goal, then we are going to put it. Imagine removing Elian, I'm not saying injury, removing Elian and they put in defensive reinforcement. You said we go no say this one, you know, normal, you get. So at the end of the day, equally talk say next time they will come and play their normal game, which means they didn't play their normal game at the like. I was happy. Say John Stones use the matter and say the feeling of pressure then push them to go play 10 men behind the ball. And this buttresses the points you have always made on this podcast, that sometimes teams know they intentionally come play low block against us. The way we play, they force teams into a low block shape. The way we play, they force teams. They don't get any other way than to stay in front of their box 18, trying to defend. They overload the opposition box. And you get another statistics we will come outside. I think I don't forget the company put other statistics. It has been spreading. You go see, I go use that one and buttress these points where they talk. Now for the TalkSport video, as TalkSport dropped this video, I can enter the comment section to see what people they talk about, what John Stones they talk. And DJ Rousey, he say, you all come to park a couple of trains and it's fine. It's part of what we talk on the video and say it's not in our DNA to play low block, which is true. Nobody they argue, which is why Pep say they did it for the first time in 10 years. Now, stop running away from your shadow. On a good day, all of you cannot contain Arsenal at the Emirates. I thought you all will come out attacking, so we can hit you with 5 goals again, just like the last time. Now, you can say it's another person say it wasn't tactical. Pep just removed all the attackers and brought on defensive players, but we didn't set out to get to defend. Now, another person say they just didn't want a repeat of the scoreline that happened last season. In fact, another person say Pep surrendered to Arteta. I just the conversation they give me joy. I like the fact that yes, people are just entering John Stones and the Manchester City. That's fine. Now, away from that. Now, when you look at the TNT Sports Football statistics you put out on the screen, these statistics was put out by Data MB. Now, Arsenal in the Premier League this season, we are the team with the least goals conceded. That one day, best defense, no doubt. We are the team with the least shots on target against. Like when you play against Arsenal, before you go even get goal, you go first of all count how many shots on target you. Now from shot on target, you can't lead to goal now. If you never figure shot on target, I won't score. unless maybe across Hanod, I mean, typically I will say they can't have some targets, but don't be short, yeah. But then sometimes they can't. I don't say they can't and say yeah, it's short on targets. So for this one, look at the third one. Most touches in the opposition box. Now that is what makes people to play low block. When you overload the opposition box 18, they no go get any choice than to set up a low block and defend. So sometimes no be say people dey plan am, but the way we play, our attacking intent, it dey make people change their shape in the way wey we see dem no expect. Now we have the second most goals scored. Manchester City don outscore. Manchester City don score like I think 15 goals. We have like 14. I think na 1 goal difference dey between we and them. Now we have the second most XG accumulated, expected goals. We have the second most. For you to say this season we dey bag on, like that's why that Sweden coach dey talk say the okay is not the score, but e dey create space for other people. E dey help other people to dey very very free. Yesterday I see many analysis of pictures. We still place na 2 players, 3 players dey dey with am, Saka go dey free. I see many pictures take confirm. That's so it's supposed to be. You get. Now somebody was telling me yesterday, say, CHUKS, this season, maybe try to talk about Arsenal women now. Talk about them. You get, they are doing fine. They know they do any fine. No. See what Arsenal women they do this season. Their last 5 games, just imagine, they draw 2, lose 2, win 1. You get. Lyon knocked them on Champions League yesterday 2-1. For the Emirates, they still knocked them. So reigning champions Arsenal lost their first game in the UEFA Champions League. I don't know. She like this. I want to win the league to break the monopoly of Chelsea. We be say Chelsea when they even lose points at all. They lose anyhow. They already drop how many points for the league. Let's say Man City beat themselves. Okay, Man U draw. Okay, yeah, Man City beat them. Like, they don't lose for the league. They don't lose 1 for the league. They already draw 2. So this season, just say Chelsea, they just carry and they go because Chelsea don't draw points anyhow. That's just the way it is. Now I stumbled upon this interview. Sky Sports, Yakubu and Redknapp, you get. So Yakubu can tell a very sweet story on Redknapp. So when they play for Redknapp, say Redknapp bets with him. Redknapp asked, I say, how many goals do you think you can score in a season for me? He said, I don't know, but I know I can score goals. Redknapp said, if you score 20 goals, I'll give you £20,000 from my own pocket. He said, £20,000? Yakubu said, on the hustle. Final game of the season, he said he scored 4 goals in 1 match. When they pursue that 20 goals. At the end of the season, he scored 19 goals. So when they finished the match 4-0, he was so strong for the 5th one, you know, see him, you get. When they come to the dressing room, on the moody. So right now, but he scored 4 goals in the game. Why are you moody, sir? You remember the bets we bet now? I said, oh, until I remember that bet, I would have something to tell you for a long time. He just being funny, you get. And all this Yakubu, one of Nigeria's greats, although we get one ball, we miss one match like that, which everybody shouts. So now that one, they always remember Yakubu and Redknapp. If you just miss, after that year, they play street match, anybody really miss one kind of opportunity, they'll say, hey, almost there, like Yakubu and Redknapp. So that's it, just be shy. Let's move on. Now, when you look at Amazon Prime Video Sports, they put out the statistics about Bukayo Saka. Saka has become the 7th youngest player in Premier League history to hit 100 goals and assists. So he's behind the likes of Michael Owen, Wayne Rooney, Robbie Fowler, Cesc Fabregas, Cristiano Ronaldo, Romelu Lukaku. They're behind all these people. So Saka is the 7th youngest to have achieved this milestone, and they're very, very easy. Now, Fabrizio Romano want to tell us these statistics also about Mohamed Salah. What are the statistics? Wow. Do you know that Mohamed Salah has completed just 1 dribble? 1 dribble out of 8 attempted dribbles in the Premier League this season. Not the best start of the season for the Egyptian winger. When I see the statistics, 2 things enter my mind. 1, is it that old age don't come for Salah? You get? Because attempting 8 dribbles in all the Premier League games, because they are looking at this season, you get 8 dribbles attempted. That is too poor. You're supposed to even attempt like 8 in 1 match. Don't talk of in the Premier League this season, 8. You are attempting 8 and you complete 1. That's why the guy has been a shadow of himself. In fact, another thing we call enter my head is say, don't you people think players don't study this guy. They don't watch him tape. Watch him. Understand that. Maybe say no road again. Which is the same thing we make Arsenal transition Ite from the wings to midfield. The data came out. At that time, people in charge, they talk, say, people, they notice, say people don't study Ite. Now he is too predictable. It is when you study somebody, you don't understand the movements, you can't predict what he will do before he will do it. It shows you've understudied him. So now waiting they do Salah now. Before Salah make a move, they don't know where that move they go. All the fullbacks when Salah they play against this season, all of them they put up in inside pockets. He never feel lick anybody like a pot of soup. Do you know the numbers when Salah put out last season? Do you know the amazing numbers? Don't think he will get half of that numbers this season. And if Salah no feel the bar, Liverpool go nowhere. That's what I mean, the main man who they fear now. If Salah no feel bar, nothing. Okay, so well, I'll be saying continue this trajectory. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Just continue like this. I don't want you to improve. Just keep on that trajectory. That's just where I am. Now, away from that, so we're going to see another story where Fabrizio Romano going to drop about Toni Kroos. Now, you know, Sevilla say Barcelona, Sevilla beat them, so everybody going to win. They put in their opinion on Barcelona. So Toni Kroos wants to say Barcelona have one of the most attacking styles, if not the most attractive in all of Europe. But I think they take too many risks. Now, on a bad day for Pedri, Lamine Yamal, or Rafinha, anything can hurt them or beat them. You can even knock them out of the Champions League like last season. Now, waiting Toni Kroos they talk. Barcelona gets just one approach. Just one way, attacking football. They know they change their shape, their style for anybody, home or away, which is not good. Barca no get good defense, yet they see they go all out attack. In fact, then they do this high line to keep you on the offside, but people don't already get that style. People don't catch up. People don't understand them. Now what the PSG they beat them. Now what the Sevilla self do them. People don't understand how to beat Saka. They don't understand them now. The confidence you back again, they say, yes, we know our defense is not good, but we will outscore you. That type of style, not be something where you're supposed to do for the long term, trying to outscore. What if you can't go meet a very good attack? Now, what's making time Milan knock them out of Champions League last season? Because back at you say, we go outscore now. At the end of the day, should they outscore them? Don't be Jaden. So that is it. And now waiting Baba they talk and say, even those outscoring, the people will go help you do that outscoring. What if they look on day? Look at the match against Sevilla. There was no Lamine Yamal, there was no Rafinha, and the player like one other person said no Stevie. Pedri no can really play well. Now in the talk say what did they call it? Like say Lewandowski said missed penalty on that day. It could have been 2-2. I say missed penalty. Those are called getting back. they extend that it gets. So that is why I have an issue when people they laugh at it and say like all those Jerry Carragher they say don't because you remove the handbrake, look at Liverpool. The people that they use as example then now Liverpool and Barca. Now the Liverpool now they talk say when Liverpool don't come all out again. Say people when they come all out now basketball then they play. You go come all out attack, they go attack you back, they go attack you back. Carragher opened his book cavity and said no top team plays like that. That type of style is basketball. But that was what we were advocating for Arteta to do. That basketball. For you to know, say, most of all these pundits, they don't get our best interest for hearts. They don't get our best interest. So that when something bad don't happen to their team, their true intention will come aside. I watched the video of Jamie Carragher doing like a town hall. Without incident, then they ask them questions. I don't know, but one person asked a very good question, but I felt the analogy where the person used, it don't really make sense. Now, the person say, there is this media narrative, this media bias towards Arsenal. Carragher can say, tell me some of them. Because some of the pundits that do this, Carragher, you are part of them. No offense, I don't mean to disrespect you. Carragher say, you've already disrespected me. Carry on, talk your mind. The guy said, look at what happened Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea score winning goal. Maresca run everywhere. They get second yellow, it turn to red. You know, can't do the post-match press conference of that game. You came out and said you loved what Maresca did, how he celebrated with the players. It will endear him to the fans, bring the bond between the manager and the fans. But Arsenal beat Liverpool some seasons ago. Odegaard, within the last season, I can't remember. Odegaard was taking picture of Stuart McFarlane or something, one legend in the game, was taking pictures and everything. And you can't just say, you've won the game, just get down to the tunnel, don't celebrate. Say, what is different between the two scenarios? So Arsenal cannot celebrate, but Chelsea and Maresca can celebrate. Kind of I want to say, the two will be the same thing. Say, Arsenal will be say, no be last minute winner, but Chelsea now last minute winner. Therefore, Chelsea get the right to celebrate because it is something out of the world. It's something that will affect your psychology, and you are going to give like a response that you never really planned for. In as much as that answer is satisfied some people for that panel, they can't keep quiet. Me personally, if I was in that panel, that is not the type of example I would even bring. The example you will bring is Reiss Nelson scoring a goal for Arsenal against Bournemouth. A last-ditch goal. The whole stadium scattered. That time we see they do top title race now. The whole stadium scattered. Saliba run go like this, Renzi run go like this, everybody else go like this. Get the media then said Arsenal are celebrating as if they've won the title. Why would you celebrate like that? Richard Keys of the BN Sports, Mr. Celebration Police, he came out and said that is supposed to be the perfect example, perfect analogy, where you go bring in to draw and contrast the two. Can you say Arsenal cannot celebrate with Reiss Nelson, last ditch goal, but Maresca and Chelsea can celebrate? What is good for the goal should also be good for the gander. We say it every time on this show, but they did none of them in that panel talk about that example. Now make I even come to their own example. Is Canada saying you are only allowed to celebrate when you score the last ditch winner? Another question will be say I go do follow up if you say they there, but nobody trusts. See, nobody one day God go do it for these guys. I go there in the same room with them. God go do it. In fact, think about your brain. Somebody came to tell me, say, would I would like to do a show with football fans try to get. You get one Arsenal guy with it there. Say, would I would like to sit down, we could discuss, like, would I would like to invite me, make I go join their show. I say no, because if I go there, we argue. Get because me, I know the fear anybody, I know send anybody. Get some of the takes so that guy they take, I don't like him personally. No be take what person supposed to they take as an Arsenal pundit. The way you reason as a pundit should be different between the way fans reason. Fans have no level of objectivity, fairness, and accuracy in the way they look at things. They are always biased and come with subjective points of views that will favor only the fans from the POV and the lens of a fan. You as a pundit should be taking a holistic view, a bird's eye view, talking from the point of view of the manager, the point of view of the administrator, the point of view of the owners and the fans. You now bring everything collectively and present it. You are a pundit. You shouldn't be thinking like a fan. So that's what I say. That's some kind of fora. People they invite me, join some kind of show, but I don't want to go because that place will catch fire. If I hear some kind of things, they say no resonates with me, and that's why it just be with all this character there. Now, moving on. Fabio Romano call it explain. Say Casemiro say this Casemiro where they call and where they spell and with CASE. Say no be a name be that gone. Say na CASIMIRO. Casemiro. No be Case. Say the mistake. Now when in the play for I think it was a Sao Paulo Aviation Club be that get. Say na them first spell them wrongly. Get and there's nothing we can do because Casemiro explained that his name was spelled incorrectly on his shirt early on in his career. My name is Carlos Enrique Casemiro with an I, not an E. I remember that when I played for Sao Paulo, yes, that Sao Paulo first do that mistake. I better not say if that's a superstitious person. So you can't feel so okay, making just hold this one, making just keep on like that. As the end of the and they win. So now so the name just stick and there's nothing they could do about it. So that's what it just be. Now, moving away from that, I saw this particular report. Adam Joseph So they say, when they talk about Liverpool, say Liverpool are not a team in transition. They won the title and dropped 446.5 million on Isak, Wirtz, Ekitike, Kerkes, Frimpong, and Leone, the biggest spend of any club in history, and broke the English transfer record twice. No club gets protected in the media like Liverpool do. What it mean in points? In point, we say, if to say that Arsenal spend this kind of money, and Arsenal playing the way they are playing now, after how many games, people for run the call for their head. People for they talk about them, but because it is Liverpool, the media gives them a free pass. Nobody they reason their side, and I concur to that. Say that argument is very, very valid, yes, but it is what it is. Now, Bukayo Saka is set to become the first £300,000 a week player in Arsenal history. Yes. So I see these reports, and we don't hear him for a very, very long time now. So Arsenal they try to give the guy like bless him, he gets. So according to check goal involvements for Arsenal players, Saka don't get 100 goal involvements. So very soon as Saka will overtake people like Robert Pires, who they 103, will overtake Cesc Fabregas, to Walcott. I believe this season he will overtake all of them. Maybe go there behind Ian Wright. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to overtake Ian Wright this season. But who knows? The possibility can also be there. Now, presently, Saka they earn like £195,000 per week. So that is why that 300 they very, very key. He will raise in money, go high. Mean they reward them because himself he don't try. That guy carry Arsenal for his shoulder for how many seasons? Yes. So that's why I just very happy shot. Now, because I think that summer signing nearly ignored phone call about Arsenal transfer. That's Norgaard. So really say when Arsenal be one sign Norgaard when they testify, say, when the agents first call her, see Arsenal are interested in signing you. So he was like, but no, an agent never can Arsenal. Anybody can say, after more talk, he say I will follow you reason later. You know, the agents call and say I'm busy. Agent can send a message. Say Alpha, we need to talk. Arsenal have called. Baba say, Arsenal do waiting. I call the agent sharply because when they talk say older players are not even paid that much money, but they was stuck back and forth. It was driven a lot by Mikel Arteta because Arteta people say all the time Arsenal don't play Brentford, Norgaard they stand out. And the guy they play very well. And for the fact that they wanted to replace the likes of Jorginho that has left and Thomas Partey that had plans of leaving, so them don't say okay, see the person where I would like to bring it, and they already put Zubimendi in the bag. So they just feel so okay, make Norgaard just come in to complement everything and make everywhere stew. Even though the guy never really play much this season, but in September the agent say, do everything possible because this is too big an opportunity and I must go. So I need just sign 2 years contract for Brentford. Brentford no even put aside on Gary because play them say see, I no block my road. I won't go and go play for Arsenal. So at the end of the day, they made it happen for him. So Champions League football is another thing he want experience because he knows if in the Brentford he can never see something like that. Now, he get one particular argument where people they argue between Declan Rice and Moses Caicedo, who is better? We didn't see that argument. So for Scholes, what they talk say for him, Sandro Tonali might be the best midfielder in the world. So you know when they look Declan Rice, so you know when they look Caicedo, they say na Sandro Tonali because I don't class Caicedo as an all-round midfield player. He scored a great goal. He was brilliant against Liverpool, and he got a little bit of stick for his performance. But in the Club World Cup, he was brilliant. I just prefer those controlling type. So all those deep line defensive midfielders. So in talk on Leon, he talk about Dennis McAllister, how they brilliant last season, but this season he became a shadow of himself. He talk about many players. I really like Declan Rice, but don't get me wrong, he's got everything. But say Declan Rice sometimes they take too many touches. Can they come? Go, but I just talk you don't choose Sandro Tonali. Danny Murphy himself choose Sandro Tonali. And make I no lie for you. When it comes to defensive midfield role, I think presently Caicedo is the best. Because the guy has made more tackles and interceptions more than any other person in this league. Now, personally, I think people will even they compare Rice and Caicedo. They are comparing apples and oranges because Rice is not playing DM. Caicedo is not playing 8. So, clear. Caicedo is not playing Shaka role. So, you shouldn't be comparing to them. As Rice there for Arsenal now. If they ask to say where Rice they play for Arsenal, you can't come out and say DM. Stop playing DM here. You get Ateta don't transition now. You're supposed to compare Casemiro and Zubimendi, Casemiro and Norgaard. Those are the right comparison, apples to apples. So that's why when I see some of us with their takes, the only person who gave a very fantastic take that be Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand settles the Moses Casemiro and Declan Rice arguments. He said, "I'll be honest. When you look at the two of them, they are very, very like they have similarities in their game. They are very, very similar. And when you enter the entirety of this particular report put out by the Mirror, he said, I think Declan Rice, if he lets him off the leash, he will give you more going forward. But Casemiro, defensively, he smells danger quicker and better. I don't think there's much between them, so I'll be happy with either of them. Even said when Manchester United, the Inter say they go sign Declan Rice, they don't sign him. Inter they go sign Casemiro, they don't still sign him. It gets when they say on the vex, they know really they happy. But at the end of the day, you can say it depends on the position you want to even play them. If you are playing them as a holding midfielder, I will probably say Casemiro. If you are playing them as a number 8, I will go for Declan Rice. This is simple. This is simple as ABC. So I don't know why people they lump two of them as if they play the same position presently. Rice don't leave defensive midfield. Get. If Rice go there, it might even be a bit rusty. Because where don't they used to now, like Saka road, and you don't make that place in place. People forget. Rice, he never took the win start to the play that Saka role, and he has done it perfectly. Come like say he don't play for a very, very long time. That guy has so much energy to give you that box to box midfield. He just be like Sandro Tonali, bro. That guy good though. That guy said they play. That one say every day body. That I did very, very happy. So at the end of the day, my dear Salah, let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Mobile Earth Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you call them on +234 80 64 and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the day. Now, the fact say John Stones, when they tell TalkSport, say they don't really plan to come the Emirates don't come pack the bus, but it just be say the pressure was too much, and they couldn't do anything about it. So that's what the matter be. So my dear Arsenal, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end till I come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day. Like your mouse, right guys. Ciao.